Okay, part two for my August wrap up. I did read an audiobook this month and I read Scarlet by Marissa Meyer, which I did not enjoy at all. I liked Cinder's part. I did not like Scarlet. And I think part of it had to do with the narrator, whose voice was very annoying. Very annoying. And it's the same narrator from the first book, but I enjoyed the story enough not for the narrator's voice not to bother me. And I was thinking that she did that as part of the feel for the book, because it's this futuristic novel that's dealing with cyborgs and robots and things like that. But no, that's her real voice. And it was no different in Scarlet. And with Scarlet's annoying character, it was just too much for this chick. I really didn't like it. I finished it. Crest is the next book, and that book is actually for the read along in September. So I have that in print. I'm not doing the audiobook for that. But yeah, I really, really didn't enjoy this, and I gave it 2 stars, and I was ready to throw this away by the time I finished with it. But you know, it's the library audiobook, so I couldn't do that. Then I read Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. This is book 2 in the Throne of Glass series, which I am pre-reading to get to Heir of Fire, which is book 3 and nominated for Best Young Adult Novel. I thoroughly enjoyed this book. Oh my goodness. This was like reading a show that you don't want to stop. Like when you're watching a television show, or if, I don't know if you all are Scandal fans, but if you are a Scandal fan and you have just that episode that you want to keep knowing what happens next, you don't want it to stop. An hour is just too short. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I just didn't want it to finish. And when it was over, I was so ready to jump into the next book, but it wasn't at the library yet. This book is actually why I'm recording this wrap up early, because I tried to renew it so I could have it to the end of the month, and I can't because somebody else is waiting in line for it. So I'm going to return this to the library today so that they can get it. But yeah, I will have a little fine because it was due yesterday or the day before, so that's no biggie. But yeah, really, really enjoyed this. Then I read The Strange Library by Haruki Murakami. This was nominated for Best Short Work, and this was weird. And I like weird, but I like weird that makes weird sense, if that makes any sense. It was an interesting read. I wanted to keep reading it, so I was hooked into the story, but there was no point to it. From what there was no point. I didn't get it. When I finished it, I was like, huh? And yeah, so there was no point. But having said that, I do really like the way that it's set up. Like, this is the front and back, and I think this is supposed to come off, but because, oh no, it's not. It is part of the book. Yeah, so no, it's not supposed to come off. But, and there are pictures. And it starts off seeming so interesting, but then it's just like, what the hell happened? I don't know. But yeah, I read it. Then I read Mouse Volume 1 and Volume 2, which I have been wanting to read for so long, but they did not have both volumes available at my library at the same time. And I just happened to go in to pick up Crest and Heir of Fire, and I went over to the graphic novel section to check, and lo and behold, they were both there. So I finally got to read them. Absolutely enjoyed both of these volumes. I gave 4 stars to Volume 1 and 5 stars to Volume 2. I have said before, I really do enjoy stories that are placed in Germany during World War II, as well as in Russia during the rise, fall, and the aftermath of the Romanov dynasty. Absolutely enjoy those stories. The fact that this is a true story that is put into graphic novel form just makes it all the more poignant. The things that they had to do, and it gets me every time. I will probably never read this again, so I won't be buying it, but it's like, as much as I love it, as much as I love reading about this experience, I seriously doubt I will ever read it again. Schindler's List was my shit. I've only watched it once. So it's only so much that you can take of that, but to get as many different perspectives of the story, different tellings of the story, and just from all over to see, to get an idea and still an understanding of how such a thing could happen, and the aftermath for those who were involved, both Jewish, Polish, German, whatever, to get all of that. I truly enjoy it. As much as I suck at memorizing history, for some reason those two occurrences stay in my head so well, and I really enjoyed these. Really enjoyed them. Then the last book that I picked up that I'm counting as number 10 because I'm recording this early is Native Son by Richard Wright. I just picked this up last night and I'm about 50 pages in, 42 pages in, and I'm thinking that I'll be able to finish this weekend because it really does kind of read fast. I've only put like an hour into it last night, if that much, and I was watching TV while I did it. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to finish this. If I do, there will be a nice little caption saying, yay, I did, or no, I ain't finished. So yeah, so this will hopefully be book number 10 because this also has to go back to the library. So that's all that I have for today. What did you read in August? How did your month go? I hope you all have a good weekend whenever you're seeing this video. Thank you for watching, and peace out.